Welcome everyone. Let's begin our lesson for today by going over the learning goals and success criteria. First, what are we learning? We're learning how to graph multiple linear functions on the same plane and find the point of intersection, how to construct radical numbers on the real number line, how to compare and contrast mathematical techniques in order to solve complex problems, how to evaluate your options when solving problems in order to solve problems in the simplest and most effective way possible, how to simplify radical numbers, how to perform various operations on radical numbers, how to use trigonometric properties to find ratios of side lengths of right triangles, how to find the length of the sides of a right triangle using trigonometric functions, how to find the angle measures of the angles of a right triangle by using trigonometric functions, how to utilize trigonometric functions of 30, 60, 90 right triangles, how to utilize trigonometric functions of 45, 45, 90 right triangles, how to use trigonometric functions to find the altitude and base of an isosceles triangle, how to find the area of regular polygons, to determine the origins of the number pi, to utilize sequences and discover how sequences approach limits, to use spreadsheets to perform mathematical sequences, to determine the origins of the number e, to use logarithms to solve exponential functions, to use logarithmic properties to identify and simplify logarithmic expressions, to recognize all numbers as being part of the number system, to determine which number set within the number system a number belongs, to recognize that numbers can belong to multiple number sets at the same time, to perform mathematical operations on rational and irrational numbers, and to determine which number set a number belongs to after operations are performed on rational and irrational numbers. How are we learning it? Through the I Want Candy assignment and Reasoning with Irrational Numbers Review assignment. When can we use this information? To determine how to run a successful company by utilizing the principles of supply and demand and production costs, to look at difficult situations in your life and evaluate your options and opportunities in order to make the best decision for your life, to determine the dimensions of a housing lot when given the square footage to determine whether or not furniture or additions will fit, to repair the roof of your house while making sure that the base of the roof is flush with the house and the slope of the roof allows for water runoff, to determine the area and volume of circular or cylindrical objects which could help to determine how much fluid a bucket or water jug can hold, to determine the dimensions of fencing around a house or when setting up fencing for pets, to use spreadsheets to calculate mathematical applications such as creating and maintaining a budget or calculating the point totals for sports tournaments, to use spreadsheets to calculate mathematical applications such as creating and maintaining a budget and calculating the point totals for sports tournaments, to determine how we can use number sequences to calculate potential growth in your business, to calculate your daily income based on your overall salary, to understand how number sets are affected by mathematical operations throughout the remainder of the course, and to perform simple calculations such as a budget by recognizing boundaries of numbers to determine if adding the items in your budget will stay within your income amount. How do you know you learned it? By getting a score of 4 on the I Want Candy assignment and a 4 on the Reasoning with Irrational Numbers Review assignment. Now let's take a look at our agenda for today. We will begin by going over the learning goals and success criteria. While we do that, you'll fill out your Get It Started. Once you've completed your Get It Started, we'll go over it together and answer any questions that you may have. After that, we'll go over the I Want Candy assignment, and I'll give you time to complete it. As we get towards the end of class, we'll go over your homework for tonight, which is the Reasoning with Irrational Numbers Review assignment. At the end of class, we'll go back over our learning goals and success criteria while you fill out your Before You Go. Your only homework for tonight is to work on the Reasoning with Irrational Numbers Review assignment and any incomplete assignments that you may have. Let's talk now about how to sign in to Desmos to complete your work. So what we're going to do is you're going to click on the link to go to the assignment, and it should take you to a page that looks kind of like this. And right here where it says sign in with Google, we're going to click there. And it's going to pop up with our email accounts. You're going to click on your school email account. And it should already have you logged in because you should have already been logged in using Google Classroom. From there, I'm just going to click Start the Activity, and it will take me into the assignment and allow me to begin. So that's how you will log in to Desmos using Google. Let's take a look now at the I Want Candy assignment. Our assignment begins with the learning goals and success criteria. If we scroll down, there's a link here that takes us to the Desmos activity. Go ahead and click on that, and it takes us to a page that looks like this. We'll go ahead and click Start the Activity. It begins with our learning goals and success criteria. We'll go ahead and click Next. There's an introduction video here to get you going, so go ahead and watch that video.
What is going on? We're waiting for the candy. Bring out the candy!
Yeah, lady, give us candy!
Joey,
What's up, buddy?
what are you doing?
We need candy.
Get in here. Hey, and you cannot smoke in here. Merry Christmas.
Okay, guys, the candy is coming. I just need another 15 minutes for the chocolate to cool.
All right, everybody, just be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. Pipe down. What's the matter with you people? This woman was trying to do a nice thing for you. She was making candy so she could try to get to know all of you. And I'll bet that not one of you can tell me her name. Am I right?
Candy lady?
Candy lady.
If we know it, can we have candy?
All right, you know what? Forget it. All of you forget it. You've ruined it. Go home. You've ruined it. You ruined it.
That's what ruined you guys ruined everything. You ruined it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did you smoke?
No. Smoke's a lot, lady. Blew smoke directly into my mouth. Are you okay?
I'm fine now, but it was really scary there for a while. I mean, someone slipped a threatening note under the door.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Mob mentality or whatever.
Assignment overview. In this assignment, you are running a candy making business like Monica Geller in the Friends clip from the previous slide. You want to be more successful by increasing your profits and cutting production costs. You want to make sure that you are making enough candy and are doing it in a way that maximizes profits. You collect data each month to determine how much you are spending to make the candy and how much you are bringing in as income in order to determine how long it will take you to start making a profit during the various months of the year. So we'll go ahead and click next. And we're going to look at in August, it says our initial startup cost at the beginning of the month is $50. It costs us $75 per week to run the machines to make the candy. What equation represents the production cost per day? Well, we say y equals, that's the total cost, and it takes us $75 per week. Well, there's 7 days in a week, so it's 75 over 7x. And our initial costs were 50. We had to put that in from the beginning. So that's our first equation. Now our profit. It says you start out every month with $0 in profit. And you begin to sell your candy, and this month you are making $50 every 3 days. What equation represents the income per day? Well, our income is y is equal to, and we're making $50 every 3 days, so 50 over 3 times x number of days. And our initial profit was 0, so it's really plus 0. And we'll go ahead and click next. And now it's going to have us graph this to find where we start making a profit. So we're going to put in y equals 75 over 7x plus 50. And our second one is y equals 50 over 3x. And we can see that right here is where we start making our profit after 8.4 days. So then we'll go ahead and click next, and we'll do it again for October. And then we'll graph it. And we'll do it for each of the months. And then when we get to slide 14, it says, based on the graph for the month of August, on what day do you begin to turn a profit on your candy? Well, we said it was 8.4 days. So you'll do that for each of these and state how long it takes you to turn a profit for each of these months. And then we'll click next. There's a video here for you to watch. You are now the king of candy. So you'll watch this clip from Richie Rich.
Please, have a seat. So, Richie, what have you come to see me about?
Well, until my parents come back, I've taken a
Sabbatical, sir.
sabbatical from school. You know, so I can be here and run things.
Run things. Richie, the job of senior officer of a multinational corporation is very demanding. Business hours go, well, just way past your bedtime. So I think that it's best to leave this job to an adult who has experience in these matters. Okay?
I don't think so. By the way, Cadbury, how much stock do I own?
Until your parents are found, sir. As the sole heir, you own 51% of the voting stock.
Yes, but you are not of legal age to exercise your voting rights.
But I am, sir. And under the terms of the rich estate, I stand in loco parentis and guardian ad litem to Master Richie. And accordingly, I give him full proxy power and authority.
And by the way, United Tool stays open.
Fine.
Round one to you, sir.
And with the losses in our manufacturing division, this will necessitate
Sorry.
some employee downsizing.
Downsizing? You mean fire people?
Well, call it what you will, Richie. It is our job to cut the fat.
Mr. Van Doe, my father never fired anybody. He always said that when people are secure in their jobs, they work harder, they work happier, they work better. So I think if we need to cut the fat, I say we start right here.
When you're done with the assignment, you'll go back to your Google form and click Next. This will take you to your Before You Go. Go ahead and fill out your Before You Go and then submit your work on Google Classroom.